we'll start with the Community Leader of the Year. Community Leader of the Year will be presented by City of Murrieta Mayor Randon Lane.
I'm actually going to use a podium because I have paper that I have to read from. There's a quote that I like by Tony Robbins, who said that the only limit to your impact is the limit of your imagination and your commitment. As business owners, you have to have that imagination and you have to have that commitment. Hans, you're correct. You have to be outside of your box. I'm comfortable inside my box, though, for this evening. But as a business owner, you have to have the vision and you have to be willing to commit to what you believe in and what you're going to do in order to be successful. The two gentlemen that I have to present this evening, and I'll open up the envelope in a minute, is Bruce Coleman and Gene Wunderlich, who's here with us this evening. Bruce Coleman is the City of Murrieta's Economic Development Manager. How many in this room, by a show of hands, have not met Bruce Coleman? Okay. In the business community, we like, well, the city, we like to refer to him as the Energizer Bunny. I tell the story many times. Being mayor is not a full-time job. I have a day job. So my days sometimes start about 4:30 in the morning, where I go up to City Hall to get caught up on emails and do some work before I go to my day job. And I remember one morning I got up at 4:30 and I was in my office and I heard something and I thought, who's here at 4:30? Who's crazy enough to be here at 4:30 in the morning? And I went down to Bruce Coleman's office and he was there already at work, trying to work on the economic development of Murrieta. Bruce has been really, we give him credit for bringing the Murrieta-Temecula area into the San Diego iHub, which is an innovation hub that is designated by the Governor's Office of Economic Development. Bruce almost single-handedly brought BMW to Murrieta. At the ICSC that we go to every year in Las Vegas, Nevada, he typically will make somewhere between 300 and 400 calls in the days leading up, the weeks leading up to the ICSC. And quite frankly, the council has complained at ICSC that, sir, Bruce, we love you, but we have to have a lunch break. You do whatever you want to do, but we need 30 minutes for lunch, and we typically have meetings all day long. We say that there's typically about 20,000 people at the ICSC convention, and due to Bruce, we have about 10,000 who actually stop by our at our booth to say hello. And a typical day for Bruce is a breakfast in Ontario, a evening function in San Diego, and then a dinner in Newport Beach, and somehow he's able to fit in his meetings at the city. Now, you would say, who could possibly compete with that? Gene Wunderlich, who is here this evening. I'm going to read a little bit about Gene's resume. Now, Gene, I like to call the voice of everything. If you've ever been to Murrieta and been to one of our parades or our events, Gene typically is the voice behind that, and I enjoy that very much. Gene Wunderlich is the Government Affairs Director for Southwest Riverside County Association of Realtors. He's the chairman of the Southwest California Legislative Council. He is on the board of governors for Southwest Healthcare. He's on the board of regents for Mount San Jacinto College. He was the Citizen of the Year in Murrieta in 2010. He's a board of directors for the Temecula Valley Players. He's on the board of directors for the Murrieta-Temecula Group. He's on the board of directors for the California Association of Realtors, and is the past president of the California Association of Realtors. Gene is a committed, well, I like to say he should be committed, but he is a very committed individual to our community. And quite frankly, both of these gentlemen are very deserving of this award. So without further ado, I am going to open up the envelope. Sorry. And this year's award for the Community Leader of the Year goes to Gene Wunderlich.
I'm glad I don't have to dance when I got this. Thank you very much. I appreciate this. When Marie called me 2-3 weeks ago and mentioned that I'd been nominated, it's a terrific honor from a great group, and again, I appreciate that. And thank you, Randon, for your kind words of introduction, and thank you all. It's been a great evening, and I really appreciate this. So thank you very much.
Our next award is a special award of appreciation, which will be presented by Hans Monod.
Thank you, Steve. I'm going to be really short and sweet on this one. The award of appreciation goes obviously to an organization that is kind of recent here, right? They've been here about how long now? Yeah, about a year in town. They are kind enough to actually allow us to use their facilities pretty much whenever we need to, because Steve has a key. Right? And by the way, and that from my understanding, if you are a nonprofit, similar arrangements could be made for you as well. They allow us to do meetings there. They allow us to do workshops there. Of course, I'm speaking of the San Joaquin Valley College, ladies and gentlemen. And without them, us just now starting off again and reintroducing ourselves, we couldn't be where we are without them providing the facilities for us. So, a word of appreciation, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe the individual that's going to be coming up, nice big round of applause for Daniel Santos. He's going to go ahead and accept the appreciation award. And let's see. And Daniel, would you like to go ahead and say a few words? Here you go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Daniel Santos. I'm the admissions director at San Joaquin Valley College. And I want to take the time to thank Steve for this great award in this great institution. First and foremost, we've been around since 1977. And our school actually started at this campus in July. But we have 11 campuses throughout California. So we want to thank you very much, all the business owners here. As you know, one of the things that we do as an institution, we welcome everyone who's interested in knowing your name in our culture. We call it our culture because we have 21 different programs: nursing, business, administration. We have CMA, nursing, in terms of PA. So all these programs, really what they do for you as the business, if you have anybody who's interested in going to college, or if you have someone that is interested in working for our institution, we'd be happy to welcome them for externships. One of the things that we do as an institution, we've been around since 1977, so a lot of the things that we do in our community is we like to connect with members like yourselves. So if you have any ideas in connecting with an institution like ours, we welcome you. We're located here at Temecula and Murrieta. If you take the 215 and the 15, we're off of Winchester and Sanborn. So we appreciate your award, and thank you so much on behalf of San Joaquin Valley College.
Thank you, Daniel. I want to say, actually, the college, they've only had students there since July, but they've been allowing us to use their facilities for almost a year now, because they even before they had students, they were trying to set things up, and they were very generous right up front, helping us out.